Hello, today we'll take a look at Proverbs 19:2. It says, "Also, it is not good for a person to be without knowledge, and he who hurries his footsteps errs." And we'll focus on that, the idea of being in a hurry or haste. The idea of haste is one that can get us into trouble often. And it says, his footstep errs. We can make a misstep. We can make a mistake when we get in a hurry. And so we'll take a look at a few other passages that reflect this. Next is Proverbs 13:16 that says, "Every prudent man acts with knowledge, but a fool displays folly." So prudence is a word that we don't use very often, but it's a very useful, helpful word. It means to be cautious, to be deliberate, to take our time, not to act on our first thought or impulse or instinct. Prudence takes time to examine things, to take a step back, to reflect, or perhaps get perspective or counsel. And that's something that's very important for us whenever we make any decision, is to get counsel, to wait, to look for the Lord's approval or disapproval, or ask Him for His word in a specific situation, His advice that He leads us in, or asking friends as well. All of these things are prudent and save us from haste and ultimately from error. Proverbs 28:20 says, "A faithful man will abound with blessings, but he who makes haste to be rich will not go unpunished." We know that oftentimes haste is brought upon because of what lies at the finish line. I want something at the finish line, so I get in a hurry and trip myself up even before I get there, forgetting that each step needs to be planned carefully, prudently, once again, in order to make it across the finish line. So haste, again, in the pursuit of things can be a great danger. And we see this from Psalm 106 as well, from the history of the Israelites. It says, "We have sinned like our fathers, we have committed iniquity, we have behaved wickedly. Our fathers in Egypt did not understand your wonders, they did not remember your abundant kindnesses, but rebelled by the sea at the Red Sea. Nevertheless, He saved them for the sake of His name, that He might make His power known. Thus He rebuked the Red Sea, and it dried up, and He led them through the deeps as through the wilderness. So He saved them from the hand of the one who hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. The waters covered their adversaries, not one of them was left. Then they believed His words, they sang His praise." We have the wonderful account here of the Exodus and the Lord's provision in setting free the people from the bondage of slavery, parting the Red Sea, and bringing them out by His power and His might. But then it says in verse 13, they quickly forgot His works. They did not wait for His counsel. We have to remember that we've been brought out of death and sin through Christ by God's wisdom and counsel and power in our life, and that we should always seek His counsel in everything else that happens afterwards. And that will be great blessings and safety from error. Take care.